Welcome back to Crypto 618 channel, and in today's video we're going to take a look at YTI Finance, how to borrow up to 21% against your portfolio. But before we get started, if you would like to see more of these videos, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon. Let's get into it. So YTI Finance is a new protocol that's just recently been launched on the Avalanche chain. And we're going to go through, we're just going to do a quick overview of it. I'm not going to go too much in depth because there's a lot involved with YTI Finance, but I'll just break it down for you. So let's jump into it. So the first key point is that YTI Finance is a cross-margin lending protocol on Avalanche. So this is the YTI Finance here. And as you can see, you can borrow against your entire Avalanche portfolio. And the best part is it's interest-free. So we'll have a look at the app in a second. We'll just scroll down. You can see you can borrow, you've got the pools, and you can do staking. And the key benefits here, you can borrow against the portfolio. So rather than one individual debt position for each of your assets, users can borrow against all their assets at once, allowing for better protection against liquidations. Maximum capital efficiency, Yeti's low minimum collateral ratios allow users to get up to 11x leverage on base assets, staked assets, and LP tokens, and 21x leverage on interest-bearing stablecoins. And also they offer zero interest rate. As a borrower, there is no need to worry about constantly accruing a debt. So pretty cool. They've been audited and verified, and they've got the strategic partners that listed there. So that is the main benefit of actually borrowing against, instead of just using one, let's say, asset that you have. It might be one stable coin, or it might be like Bitcoin, for example. When it fluctuates in price, that can cause your margins to change, and essentially you will need to put more collateral against it. But with cross-margin lending, it means that they take on more assets and they level each other out, so it is more stable. So that's pretty cool. They borrow up to 21% your portfolio on a single debt position for zero interest. That is a key point for YTI Finance. The other thing to do is you borrow YUSD. So YUSD is Yeti's stablecoin, and then you would farm this in the stability pool for YTI rewards. So if we have a look, we'll jump into the app. And while that loads, also you can check out the documents here. This is the docs. I'll leave a link below. Have a look through docs, have a look at the introduction. It covers basically what I just talked about then. And this builds off, so this is not new. They've built this off liquidity.org. So check out this protocol. Has been going for over a year. So this economic model has been around for a year on ETH, and now they're bringing it to the Avalanche network. So it is obviously it does have risks being in DeFi. So please understand that. Do your own research. But check that out. Then you can go down to the whole borrowing and farming. But essentially, when you borrow, it's called opening a trove. And we'll have a quick look at the app now. So this is what the app looks like on the dashboard. And this is with no positions added in here. So it's very simple. You can buy Yeti if you want to. You can click on here and go to Trader Joe, XYZ, and buy. But if we click on borrow, you can have a look and see how this works. So what happens is you create these troves, which is basically collateral. And the collateral you can use, we click on add, and you can check what they've got. So they've got wrapped AVAX, they've got QUSDC, USDC, wrapped ETH, QAVAX, QETH, and you got wrapped ETH, wrapped AVAX, JLP. So the list goes on, and it looks like they're adding more and more over time. So this is pretty cool, because the other day when I came here, there was less types available, but now there is more. So basically, some of these are just simple tokens. Some are wrapped, some are staked, for example, like staked AVAX. And these all different platforms. So be sure to have a look at that. And the idea behind it, let's say you do wrapped AVAX, you would select that, click on add, and then what you want to do is you put in the deposit amount. So let's say you actually have to have that amount in there before you can type it in. It does a calculation. But what it will do is it will tell you exactly how much of the YUSD you can borrow. So it basically creates this YUSD token, and it locks away your collateral here. And then you've got the YUSD. Now, you don't have to pay any interest on that. Essentially, they're minting that YUSD token for you. You then can use that YUSD to do a few different things. So, because that's the first thing, it's like, why would you want to do this? Why would you want to lock up some of your assets? So if we have a look, why would you want to lock up any of these assets for what's the advantage of that? So the advantage is you're going to be able to borrow this YUSD against these assets, and then once you get that YUSD, then you'll be able to use that for different things. So that one of the things you can use it for at the moment is you can stake it in the liquidity pool. So you can come along here with your YUSD, put it in here, and you'll earn Yeti. Currently paying 16.974%. It was a lot more than that, but it's come down recently. So that's one thing you can do with your YUSD. But there's a lot more things that are opening up on different platforms that will be able to take that YUSD, and you'll be able to use that YUSD to essentially farm it and generate more profits. And because it's leveraged, you'll be able to generate more profits than basically than if you had X amount of dollars. Well, you could generate a lot more with a leverage position and generate more profits from that. So that's the idea behind it. So then that's for the YUSD. So we can stake Yeti for VE Yeti rewards. So this is the staking. Actually, we'll come along here to the VE Yeti. This is like the governance protocol. There's not much use for it yet, but basically you stake your Yeti tokens here and you earn the VE Yeti. What I believe, I think when you unstake, I think the rewards disappear. So I think I'd have to check that in the docs. If you do know the answer, just drop it in the comments below. But I did see that if you unstake, you do lose your rewards. So I think the idea is you stake, you get access to the YETI, and then that allows you to get some more benefits, but they haven't put all those out yet. So there's not all the utilities yet for the governance token. But that's okay, I'm sure they will introduce more. But the biggest thing is you can borrow against your Trove. And you've just got to know about collateral ratios. So obviously go through the documents because there's a lot to cover. But it shows about how to manage your Trove and how you do that. And basically you've got to keep the collateral ratio above 150% all the time. That's the most important thing. So obviously don't leverage too much, otherwise they may have an issue and get liquidated. So the other thing you do is farm with that YUSD on other platforms, and there's different strategies. I will probably make another video for how to do this and just show you a simple strategy how you can use that YUSD on other platforms and then generate profits with that YUSD, and then obviously those profits go to you. And this is all while you've got your basically collateral locked up there, and at any time you can just return your YUSD and then you can get your collateral back. That's how it works. So I think that covers the main key points for Yeti. Be sure to go through the documentations and try it out. I think when I was just trying to do a small amount, like to test it, I think they do have a minimum. They don't tell you the minimum to actually try it. I think it was something like $500 or something like that if you wanted to borrow. Couldn't find anything in the documentation. It was only in the user interface. So if you're wanting to test out, you'd have to test out on over $500. You'd probably need maybe a couple of thousand to try it to see how that works for you. But once you do borrow, then there's different opportunities with the farming, which you can have a look here, the stability pool, and then it covers also the staking of Yeti and the VE Yeti here. So you can check all that out and just go through all the documents and just see if you can understand the basics of it. And also, it's basically from Liquidity orgs, how they did their model. So they're being successfully going for the last 12 months or so, and they're based on that model. So that's a good thing. It's not like it's something completely new. It hasn't been completely tested, but of course there's still risks. So this is just a brief overview today. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you would like to see more videos, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon. And if you want to support the channel, just click this little button here, support the channel, and that'll take you over to Buy Me a Coffee, where you can join the private Discord group. Also, you can come along to the website and subscribe to the newsletter anytime, and we'll send you the videos as soon as they come out in your inbox. So I think that's it for today's vid. If you've got any questions, put them down below, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Meet John. John works in his day job as an insurance agent. He hates his job, but he goes to work every day because he has to. He makes $55K a year, but he has a $500,000 mortgage hanging over his head, so he can't leave. Meet Bob. Bob is John's friend. He got into Bitcoin when it was only $1,000. Bob made millions in 2017 when Bitcoin hit an all-time high. Now he's just a professional bum, lack of a better word. Bob keeps telling John to get into cryptocurrency, but John's too busy at work. Does this sound familiar? What if you could find the next Bitcoin, or the next Ethereum, or the next chain link, before the rest of the crowd found out? Well, the opportunity is here right now. It's called DeFi, or decentralized finance. This is the next evolution in crypto, where you can stake, lend, borrow and farm your crypto, and earn interest on your money. If this sounds like mumbo jumbo to you, don't worry. In a nutshell, instead of having your coins sit in a wallet doing nothing, you put your crypto to work for you and earn passive income in return. Basically, anyone with cryptocurrency can earn a passive income if they know what they are doing. Over time, your crypto can grow bigger and bigger until it's making you a sizable return to either supplement your current income or replace your full-time job. Let's get back to Bob. Bob's not a genius, he's just resourceful. He got 100x Crypto Academy to do all the hard work for him. 100x Crypto Academy will research and analyze DeFi projects for you, so you don't have to do any work. Imagine finding low-cap gems for $2 to $5 that could potentially moon 10x, 20x, even 50x. What if you discovered the next Bitcoin or next Ethereum or next chain link? Profits are made early. Finding these hidden gems with the least amount of risk and maximum amount of profit is what 100x Crypto Academy do. Don't be like John, busting his butt all day at his day job, but he never gets ahead. Be like Bob, he puts his money to work for him while he does what he loves, like play golf. For more information, read the rest of this page, and we hope to see you inside 100x Crypto Academy.